that we are all converted, I can get back quicker to Birmingham. Yes, my son.
It's not about today's subject. It's about why the Christians don't allow people to marry more than one wife. When in Leviticus 18:18, it is allowed to marry more than one wife as long as the wife is the wife's sister or the wife's mother. And Jesus said not to. He came not to change the law.
The question was, how is it that there in the Old Testament there is a injunction given that you can marry women more than one as long as they are not your sisters or your mothers or your daughters and things like that? Restrictions are given, but they were allowed to marry more than one. And the prophets, as we read in the Old Testament, almost each and every one of them had more than one wife. How is it? And Jesus Christ didn't condemn polygamy, not in the least. How is it that the Christians are today saying that only one man, one woman? That is the question. Now the thing is, this is their own creation. The Christian world up to almost yesterday, they practice polygamy. Now, Allah doesn't tell us to go and have 2 or 3 or 4. But there are circumstances in life when it is necessary to protect womanhood. Like I was giving reference, I don't know whether it was last night or at the meeting, that this is a solution to your problem, more especially the West. In America, at the present moment, there are 7.8 million more women than men. Almost 8 million women. At the present moment, there are 20 million women in America without husbands. 20 million. But even if every man in America got married, there will be 7.8 million women left without husbands. What is the solution? The answer. We are asking them, provide the answer. Here in England, soon after the war, there was a news item that on the east coast of England, there were 1.6 million more women than men on the east coast alone. Over Britain, 4 million more women than men. In Britain, if every man gets married, there will still be 4 million women who can't get husbands. And soon after the war, a news item, Dateline from London, I was reading in my country, it said 5,000 misfits to be shipped to America. You know, the human mind is so imaginative that when you read something, you think you got the whole picture. So I'm imagining that these misfits must be cripples with haired lip, with club foot, that they are being sent to America for treatment. That's the imagination. Thinking that America medically is far more advanced than Britain. That's what I'm thinking. But when I read further, the news item said that these 5,000 misfits were the offsprings of Negro soldiers stationed in England during the war. They were the offsprings of Negro soldiers. That they were too dark, too black to be absorbed into English society. These Negro children to these British girls. That in your home, if you had this little one of these little ones, and with crinkly hair and stubbed nose, he says, now who's this? He says, my sister Mary's child. Everybody comes around, who's this? He says, my sister Mary's child. It's like a dagger in your heart. So what do you do with things like that? Ship them to America, to be joined with the Negro society in America. So they send them. Maybe Andrew Young was one of those. Maybe Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali might have been one of those. We don't know. But this is 5,000 misfits were shipped to America. They couldn't be fitted into British society. So I am asking the question that these 5,000 misfits, how did they come about? How many Negro soldiers were in England during the course of the war compared to the whites? The white Australian, the white New Zealander, the white South African, the white Free French, the white Poles, and the white British, and the white American, the white Canadian. How many blacks were there? A handful. Compared to the white soldiers, a handful. So what amount of adultery, fornication was committed in Christian England to produce us 5,000 misfits during the course of the war? What amount? You tell me. To create all these illegitimate children. How many? Thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. You created them. So Islam gives a solution to a problem. It's not a tonic, being offered as a tonic, Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. No, no. This is a remedy, answer, a solution to a problem. And on BBC TV, some years ago, there was a program. The program was about polygamy. So they brought a group of women, asking them one by one, what do you think, madam? So a woman gives a point of view, oh, my dead body, I'll never allow my husband to have another wife. And you, madam? He said, well, you see, if the man will look after me and my children, I don't mind sharing a husband. And you, madam? Never. And you, madam? So by the time the program was over, half an hour gone. So these organizers, they got those women again. So what kind of women were those who didn't mind, and what kind of women were those who opposed it tooth and nail? So they brought the same team back again onto the program. Now, madam, are you married? Said, yes. Do you mind sharing your husband with another woman? Said, never. You, are you married? No. You mind sharing a husband? Said, no, I don't mind, if I get somebody to look after me and my children. Right. It was 50-50. Those who had, they said they won't share. Those didn't have, they didn't mind sharing. So it's a question of haves and have-nots, you see, vested interests. But otherwise, it is a solution to a problem.